I'm having trouble here. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we are doing the Take a Trip book tag. I literally just got back from a few days mini vacation, and I was watching my huge backlog of video that I missed for the past week or so, and I stumbled across this video on Ian's channel, the Out of This World Reader, and I thought it would be the perfect video to film. It sounded like a really cool tag video, and it's basically like a bunch of questions surrounding like trip or mini vacation, so it was just the perfect time to do this book tag. I will leave the creator of this tag down below, as well as Ian's video. I feel like I talk about him in a lot of my videos. If you haven't checked him out yet, go check his video out. But before we get started, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you like anything book related, anything book content, I would love to have you back on my channel. And if you're a returning viewer, as always, I love you so much. And let's get started. So the very first question is, what book would you take with you on a beach holiday? So I recently read The People You Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and she is the author of Beach Read, and I loved The People You Meet on Vacation, and I've been wanting to read Beach Read for a while now, but since reading The People You Meet on Vacation, Beach Read has just climbed up my TBR. I really want to read it soon, and I thought it's probably a good book to read on a beach vacation. I'm just assuming because of the name, but I haven't read that book yet. So as far as book that I have actually read, I would recommend any Sophie Kinsella books that you can get your hands on, basically. I have a few here that I really like from her. All of her Confession of a Shopaholic series is a great beach read. I literally call them beach read because they're falling. Because they're easy, fast-paced, they don't take too much brain power to read, and they're super fun, really funny books. So any of her Shopaholic series, but this is a long series, so if you don't want to start like a 10-book series, then any of her standalone books are amazing. These are some of my favorites. I have Remember Me, this is a girl who wakes up one day in a hospital and she doesn't remember how she got there. And but it's done in a very funny, light way, so it's really not too serious of a book, and I really like this. It's probably one of my favorite. And my other favorite from her is 20s Girls. This was so cute and really funny. It's about this girl who like sees ghosts, and she's visited by her grand aunt, like ghost basically, and it's a really cute, funny read. These are super fast read. I love them for at the beach, and that's my suggestion. Question number 2 is, what's your favorite genre of books to read when you're on a city break? And I live in the city, so it's like I don't exactly know what, like, that's a hard one. I would pretty much say any books you could read on a city break if you're going to visit another city. You know what? Maybe historical fiction. I don't know why, I think it would be a great genre to read, because historical fiction, you're kind of learning from the past, and you normally in cities, that's why you go visit museums or you go take a tour of something and you learn something. So I think maybe historical fiction would be a good genre to read on a city break. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm sorry. Okay, next question is, you've booked a stay at a log cabin in a very cold part of the world. Which book are you taking with you? Well, I live in Canada, where we do have some cold winter days, and I love skiing and snowboarding, and I normally do take like a mini vacation trips for at the mountains to do some snowboarding or skiing. And the books that I would take would be maybe like a thriller, because normally I don't go for a long period of time. I'm gonna go for like 3 to 4 days, maybe a week. So I want a really fast-paced book that I'll just fly through. So only thrillers would be a really good idea. I do want to recommend maybe No Exit by Taylor Adams, because she is stuck in a blizzard in the Colorado Rockies at a rest area. So this would be like a perfect like cold winter read. This I think would fit perfectly. And also a recent read would be Survive the Night, because she is stuck in a car, but there's a snowstorm going outside as well. So I think this would actually kind of be cool as well. These are both like super fast-paced reads, so that's why I think they would be good for like a cabin stayed. Question number 4 is you're setting off for a 3-month stay in another country and can only take 3 of your favorite books with you. Which one would you take? Oh my god, that's a hard one. I mean, I wouldn't take a book that I have read. I would take really big books that I haven't read yet, because I do not reread books. So I wouldn't take books that I have read because I don't, like I said, I don't reread books very often. I have basically never have in my life, except the Harry Potter series and like a few specific books. So I would just take really big books that would like last me the 3 months. I have the Stand that I have been wanting to read for the longest time, and this is a big boy, so I would bring this because this is like over 1,000 pages, so it would last me a pretty long time. Maybe another really big book that I've been wanting to read for the longest time and haven't got around to it is The Way of King by Brandon Sanderson. This is like, how long? Almost 1,000 pages. Oh my god, it's here. This is almost 1,000 pages, so once again, this could last quite a bit for me. So I would bring this book on a 3-month vacation, even though it's a big one. But anyways, we'll just say that like weight is not a thing here. But yeah. And then another really big book that I've been wanting to read for a long time is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. I still haven't read this, guys. It's a big one, and I don't like big books, which is why I have been putting this off. But I think this looks bigger than what it actually is. It's 750 pages, so it's not as big as the other one, even though it looks really big, but it's still a really big book. So I would bring this one as well on my 3 months vacation. So basically between these 3 books, I think I would last 3 months, right? Next question is, which book would you take when you're going on a trip that involves a lot of sightseeing? I kind of answered this a little bit earlier, but I would probably take a historical fiction, maybe one that is themed around where I'm going. That would be kind of cool, kind of like matching your book to the city that you're visiting. That would be kind of a cool thing to do. Question number 6 is, what genre do you prefer to read when you're traveling and why? I would say probably contemporary / romance book. I don't tend to bring really big fantasy books, even though that's probably my favorite genre to read. I think like contemporary books are easier to read, are faster to read. So when you're on a vacation and you don't want to use too much brain power, you just want to like relax and then shut off your brain for a few days, I think contemporary / romance book are kind of my favorite genres for that purposes. So that's why I would probably bring a romance book. Question number 7 is, do you plan ahead for your books you're taking with you on a holiday, or just buy them at the airport / train station before you leave? I love going to those like mini bookshop in train station or airport. It's kind of my favorite things to do while waiting for my plane to take off. So I would say I would just buy a book there at the airport. I do normally bring my Kindle with me when I travel, because then I can bring a bunch of books without having the weight of the books. So that's what I normally do. I just bring my Kindle where I have a bunch of books to read on there, and then I'll buy 1 or 2 physical copy at the airport or train station. So that's kind of what I do. So I kind of do a little bit of both. But I love going to those like mini bookshops. I think they're so fun. I kind of, after I can associate that book to a specific trip that I took. So that's kind of cool. Next question is, you're booked in for an adventure-packed holiday with lots of hiking, camping, and sports. What are you reading? That's a good question. Okay, so I haven't read this book yet, but for me, camping, I always go camping near a lake or a beach. So I kind of I've kind of associated camping with the beach. So I would bring maybe Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, because this takes place in Malibu, where there's the beach and there's the ocean and there's sand and good weather. So I have associated camping with like the beach, like I said. So I would bring this book. I am super excited to read this one. I have heard mixed feelings since, but I don't know, this is the one that I'll be bringing with me. Next question is, you're going on all-inclusive holiday with plenty of sun, food, cocktail. Which book will you be picking up to read by the pool? So this is actually a funny question. Before COVID happened, so like March 2020, I was supposed to go on a all-inclusive resort with my boyfriend to the beach in Mexico, but obviously that got canceled, so I couldn't go there, and I still haven't went. But before going there, I actually bought a few books to bring with me in a vacation. It was this one, Undercover Bromance. This is the second book to the Bromance book club. Like I said, I bought this book because I wanted to bring it with me on my vacation to Mexico, but that got canceled, and I still haven't read this book, and I am not going to read it until I can read this book on the beach. Well, maybe not Mexico, but like somewhere where it's warm and I have a drink on my hand and reading this by the pool or by the beach. So this is the book that I'm going to be bringing with me on an all-inclusive holiday, because it was supposed to happen and it never happened, and I'm still bitter about it. So yeah, this is the book that I'll be bringing. I refuse to read this somewhere else than by the pool or by the beach. I'm sorry. So this might never be read because I might never go there. Borders are opening back up, so hopefully I can go next year. The last question is, if you're sent on a trip right this moment and could only take the book/books that you're currently reading, which books are coming with you? And I am currently reading Witches Step in Gold by Shanna Smart, and sadly I'm not loving it. I'm not super far in. I'm like 100 and something pages in. I'm not loving it, so it would be a sad trip. Hopefully things turns around, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting into it and getting really invested in these characters. I like the plot overall, but I'm just not fully invested in this book so far. I normally read one physical book and then one audiobook, and then the audiobook that I'm reading right now is The Silent Patient by, I don't remember who it is by, but I will put a picture right here. But this I'm not very far in. I'm only like a few chapters in, but I am really liking it. Those are the books that I am currently reading. So that's pretty much it. I will tag a few people because I haven't seen this tag go around so much, so I can tag a few people. I'm normally so late on tags that like by the time that I film them, everybody has filmed them already, but now I feel like I'm early. So I will be tagging a few people. I'm gonna tag Ariel over at Reading and Whatnot, because she just got back from a long vacation, but like a month vacation, so I think it would be cool to see her answer for this one. I'm gonna tag Andrew over at Andrew Weasley Reads, because I feel like he's done a lot of tags, so I can never tag him on any videos, but this one I don't think he has done yet, so hopefully he hasn't been tagged, so I'm gonna tag him. And then let's see who else. Oh, let's tag Laura for over at the Reading Mushroom. She just recently started her video back, so I'm gonna tag her in this video so she has some content to put out. So those are the 3 persons that I'm gonna be tagging. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night depending on when you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!